Good morning, roommate. It's Miss Moline.
Good morning, room 9. I hope everybody's doing well.
Good morning, room 10.
Good morning, room 11.
Okay, boys and girls, we're going to be walking you through what our slides will look like, and I'm teaching you what to do in case you accidentally make things disappear, which we might all do. Okay, here we go. And can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So when you get into your Google Classroom, and if you're not sure where to find your Google Classroom, when you log in, go up to your waffle. Remember, it's up here on the top right-hand corner. It looks like a waffle. And you need to go down to Google Classroom. It looks like that. You might have it somewhere differently on your screen, but that's an easy way to find it. Okay? I'm going to show you with our Google Classroom what it looks like. So for my class, here's our Google Classroom, and each morning when you log in, you will see something that looks like that your teacher posted a new assignment, and this is the one for Monday. You click on that. And I will just open the first one on here. So this is what you will see when you get in. Yours might look a little different because Mrs. Alda's looking at it from a teacher's perspective. All right. Ooh, this might be a little hard, but here we go. All right. Okay, when you get into your slides, like we said, we shared before, you'll have your codes on there to be able to Zoom with us. This is the page that you're wanting to check off as you get your slides complete. Okay, with ELA, every time you see a picture of the book, that is where you can click to open up that story. So anywhere where you see a picture of your textbook, there should be a little arrow that says click here. You will be able to open up your Benchmark Advance through those links. You want to make sure you sign in with Google, and it will take you to the link where that book was. The first one on here, on these main pages, that will take you to the video. Okay, see the little video clip right there? That takes you to the video, okay? The next page, this little link will take you directly to the textbook. All right. Miss Moline, Mr. Dijon, or Miss Griffin, do you want to add anything?
Just that to note that it is going to be Unit 7, and you're on the right one for Monday in Unit 7.
Right. We're going to be doing Unit 7, Week 3, which was our fossil unit. All right. So when you get to this first slide, remember, I don't want you to put it in present mode, because if you do, it makes it big. But the problem is, so it makes it big so that you can see it. But the problem is when you have to go do these next slides, you can't type on it. If you click, it'll click through it, okay? So the present mode won't help you to be able to write in these little text boxes where you're going to need to answer the questions, okay? So keep it in slide mode if possible, okay? The next thing real quick is, yes, you might actually accidentally or on purpose move things around. And if you do that, because these are not set in here, you know, you can accidentally move them around. Make sure, if you do, you make sure you click over here where the arrow goes backwards, right up here at the top, to undo, and put it back the way it was before you close out this screen, okay? So yes, if you want to make this bigger, you can, so that you can see it. That's okay, but make sure you undo before you close it out and go to the next screen, okay? So you really can't mess these up. You can move things around, but just put them back to the way that they should be when you get finished. And then you do that by clicking undo. All right, so you're going to need to click the book again, where it says click here to open the story, and slide 4 for Monday says, read Sue the Dinosaur Finds a New Home in Chicago. It's on page 26 through 29 in your close reading book. So if you click up here, the little link comes on, and that takes you right to our book. Make sure you sign in with Google. They made it really easy for you. You don't have to do anything else. And my view might be a little different than your view just because I have the teacher view.
So with this, it can still read to them, right?
It does still read to them. You don't want to customize this. We don't want to save it. So just click no, and there's your story. So it said that our story, anybody remember the page number it was?
26.
Yeah, so we're going to have to click all through all these stories that you read unless anybody knows a trick. Get to the page. This is my trick. Oh, there it is. Okay, see at the bottom it says page 26, 27, 28, and 29. Now, like Miss Moline said, remember, this can be read to you. So all you have to do is click up here at the top.
Extended read to.
And it
Remember
reads.
to annotate as you read.
If you need to pause it, you can. And we also learned this trick that it will automatically, if you click auto, it'll turn the page for you and keep reading. You don't have to turn the page when it's done. So if you want to do it that way, you can. If you want to slow down or
A
speed up,
dinosaur named Sue.
you can do that.
A journal about my summer dig.
Okay, so that's Monday's assignment. Let's go back to our slide. I'm going to close this out and go back to our slide. So remember, the way that you get to that book is by clicking right here, anywhere where you see a picture of the textbook that we're working in, these short read books. You can click on there and it'll take you right to the story. You might have to turn a few pages to get to where you need to be, but it tells you the page numbers to go to. All right, so Miss Moline, Miss Griffin, Mr. DeJohn, did you have anything to add?
I think you're
Just,
setting apart
yeah, I
perfect.
think it's good. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so now we're just going down, right?
Yep, we're gonna go down to the next page. So after you've read, this is the next screen. It says respond. Okay, so think and talk about the following question. On page 27, reread the section headings. How did finding the dinosaur bones change the digger's plan? Okay, so again, I have the story right here. So I have it up. We can go back to page 27, and this is where the information is going to be for you to be able to answer the question. Okay, so how did finding the dinosaur bones change the digger's plan? Well, what were their original plans, and then how did those plans change? Okay, boys and girls, in second grade, we need to write in complete sentences. So when you go here to type your answers, remember you're taking your prompt. How did finding the dinosaur's bones change the digger's plan? Okay, if you double click on this box here, you'll see your little arrow or your little cursor light up. And so you need to type that in a complete sentence, your answers on how their plans changed, okay? So the digger's plans changed because what happened? Give me some details from the story. You can click back and pull out some of those details from the story to answer your question, okay? So these are the slides that you'll be working through, going back to your book, okay? After that, we have spelling. These are your spelling words. Here's your sentences. You want to write them on a piece of paper so that you have them. Working through these. Wherever I put right here for where you want to start So it'll be the same thing. We just don't have those little red boxes on each one, but each place you can click and put in your answers. For this week, we're working on root words. Okay, so we have the root word up here as work. What's another word that has that word work in it, but they've added either a prefix or a suffix to it? Actually, I think most of these are suffixes. Okay. Where you see a slide like this is a direct link to play the games in Benchmark Advanced that go along with our spelling words this week. All right, and then we have math. Monday's math is super easy, but when you get finished, making sure that you've written this word or this number 852 in all the different ways that you can. Make sure you've done reflex and Dreambox, and then you can go on to doing a Go Noodle to celebrate. You can celebrate your victory for having Monday all finished. You did your first day of learning online. Don't forget to turn in your work, and that's a little button up at the top. Maybe when I go back, and then the last one just says, we'll see you tomorrow. Let me see if I go into this one, if I can see that turn in. Oh, I don't see it on my slide. Guys, do you have any suggestions for that? Where the turn in button is? It's going to be a little button up on the top, but it's not showing up there because I'm still on the teacher's view of it. So it's kind of where this share button is, but yours will be a green turn in button, and that's what you click when you want to turn in your work.
It might be blue.
Say that, Miss Millie?
That it might be blue.
It might be blue. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But yes, it's right where that share button should be. It says turn in. And if not, it's right on the same page where you open it up. There is a turn in button right below where you open up your cool document. And you can turn it in right there as well. But unfortunately, we can't show you exactly because, well, we're in teacher mode. We're not in student mode.
Right. So you can also, when you go back out into Google Classroom, there's also a button out there where you can turn it into. So let's see if I can show that. Nope, not on mine. Classwork. So make sure you turn it in at the end of each day. And good luck. All right. Anybody else want to add anything?
If you have any questions, please let us know, and we're here to help you.
Absolutely, 100%. And good job, guys. I know this is a huge transition, but we know you've got it. You're going to be just fine. And if you need anything, just like Mrs. Griffin said, we are right over here.
All right, and don't forget, 10 o'clock to 10:30, we're doing a math Zoom. So if you want to log in from 10 o'clock to 10:30, we can go over math with you. And then 1 o'clock to 1:30, you can set little alarms. Maybe if your mom has a phone, you can set an alarm on her phone from 1 o'clock to 1:30. We are doing Zoom on anything else that you might need. Okay, so
And that's your individual teacher.
yes.
And then also remember, we still have our Wednesday meetings. So remember how we had our wacky Wednesdays at school and you had all of your things that you did in the afternoon? We are still going to be hanging out. The teachers will be hanging out on Wednesday from 12 to 2, 12:30 to 2. So we won't be there on Zoom on Wednesdays.
Thank you, Miss Moline. I totally forgot about that. You're right. All right, guys, good luck. We know you can do it. We miss you, and we look forward to seeing you on Zoom. All right.
All right. Good job, guys. Bye.